You just got to get on the bank.
Now then, Belper and District Angling Club today. Just trying to get set up for being on River Derwent, choosing floats and God knows what else. Never fished it before. What a nice little platform they've got made. I can't tell you where we are. Well, I can, but there's no day tickets on here, so it's kind of pointless. So there'll be no what 3 words for here. I'll only give you what 3 words where you can day ticket it.
Well, good morning to you all. You join us today from a new venue. We're on the River Derwent at Belper District Angling. This is their private members stretch. To those that know, it's next to the lake on Wyver Lane. I'm going to do something a bit different to the norm. No barbel today, or I'll be surprised if we see any barbel. I'm going to try and catch you some silverfish without too many trout. I'm trying to keep it simple because it's a new venue. I've set up a 2.5 gram bollo. Well, a bollo style. It's one of the new Drennan Vizzy trotters. I've set one up in 3 gram on a 17-foot acolyte rod. We're just going to see what we can catch. Like I say, it's a new venue, so I've not massive hopes. This is literally the first run through. I've fed 2 balls of ground bait with a few dead maggots in them. Not too many maggots, because I know this place is quite prolific for trout. I'm just going to run a bollo through a 3 gram on the deck. I am just scraping bottom here. It's probably about 9 foot deep. Just going to let it run through at pace to start with. And then I'll try and work out what they want. I've got a simple Olivet. Where are we? We've got a simple Olivet and a number 6, a number 6, a little micro hook swivel and a 6-inch hook length. I mean, I might be completely overgunned, I don't know. I've set a waggler rod up as well. Oh, I've not put a float on it, but I've threaded it up just in case. So it's normally quite sedate. There's a little bit of pace this morning. Obviously, I think the gauge said about 1.3 at Matlock, so it's perhaps not ideal. The float seems to be running through quite nice. It's not racing through. Slow it down a bit now. We're getting to the end of the run. Now, I know there's a lot of crayfish in here, so we might have to come up off the bottom a bit, but it was 2-degree air temperature this morning. That's just one of my number 6s fell off. But we had a 2-degree air temperature this morning. There were no frost on the ground, but obviously it's going to be cold. So I'm not expecting miracles. But you've got to get on the bank and try, because you never know otherwise. Colin's on the next peg up the river. Very similar sort of setup to me. We're on lovely jetties right out in the water, so you're away from all the bankside vegetation and away from the trees a little. I have bought a 5-metre whip as well, just in case anything wants to come right close, but I doubt it. It's certainly nice to be doing something different for a change. As you know, we do a lot of barbel fishing, so to fish for silvers is quite nice. I really don't want to loose feed. I want to just try and feed the ground bait because it's quite deep here. Just running through on a single maggot. There is some colour in the water, but it's not. I think I've got over 2 foot, so there's over 2 foot of clarity, so we should be all right. Let's just try a white maggot. Certainly a different style of fishing to what I'm used to. Just admit it's been a while. No, I've fed 2. Well, that might explain why we've not had a bite. I've just seen the otter come through the peg. Telltale bubbles, and then the dirty great big otter pops its head up. There's nothing you can do, we've just got to give it time. We've found before that they disturb the fishing for probably half an hour. The fish do tend to feed again, or in my experience I've found they have. We've all got views on otters. I think that's best left alone. But, there's no doubt that they're here and they're here to stay. Got a friendly robin, so we're feeding him. At least I know something's eating the maggots. No, not sure if that was a bite or been bottom a bit. It does seem to shallow up a little bit, this peg, not a lot.
Now then, I think I'm just about set up. I'm fishing with, today, like I say, on the, I'm fishing on Belper and District Club with members on it. We've just made ourselves members this year. We're on the pond. I can't show you where it is. I can't put what 3 words on. Well, I'm not going to at the moment because this is club only. It's not a day ticket water. If you join it, I'll give you exactly right places where you can, get on it. I've got me Drennan Acolyte 13 foot, so I'm tangled here, 13 foot specimen float rod. I was going to fish with 15 foot, but I didn't sport reel up and I can't be bothered on bank. I've got a little Drennan red hook. That is a hook length of, I think the 6-inch. It's £3.8, 0.14 starting off with, and it's a carp maggot barbless 16 at the moment. I might drop down in a bit when I get my hooks out. I'm fishing a Drennan Visiwag. I think I've just had one bite. I've chucked a couple of balls of ground bait in. First time trying this method. Hopefully we'll get some fish. We've got landing nets in and everything. Just try and trot through. A lovely little pace on here now. It's just getting a bit cold since I've set up. I might have to go back to the van and get my stuff, but it's the last week of January. Can't remember the day, that's why I'm saying it's the last week. We're going to see how we're going on here. This is his first day on here. Andy's fished it before, I haven't. I fished miles up once, I think. Quite a long way up there towards Matlock. This is just down near Belper town centre. That's about all I will say at the moment until we're no hotel. Trying to have a bite through that trot. Don't know how long it'll take it to get going, if it gets going. It's dropping very cold. It's a lovely run. Look at these platforms, lovely. I'll show them at end, because obviously we've been setting everything cut. We haven't got none of these rods properly set up. I did try a bit on the Trent with these, with this setup. I've got £4. It says ST, I can't remember what it stands for, but it's £4 main line. Let me try putting a... They told you not to lose feed, but... Well, there you go. Try and make some tapping. I'll remember it in a bit what ST stands for. I've got all different types, we're just trying it at the moment. Got numerous Dren and Wagglers, Vizzy Wags. Got some Bollos with me and everything. Yeah, it's nice. I like it here. I'm parked behind my peg. How about that to run through? I might be too deep, you see, if I'm loose feeding. I don't know. I'm about where my balls went in anyway, my ground bait balls. I might try to touch deeper in a minute. Let's try one shorter. There's not a lot of wind on here. We're lacking a bit of a valley, so I'm hoping wind will keep off. Doesn't look like it's tripping bottom. I've tried to set it up as close to it, but to be fair, I think you're better off not bothering. Just keep putting it deeper and deeper until you grab bottom. I think that'll be right then. No. A bit closer in that time, so I could have just tripped bottom a touch. But they reckon it's pretty uniform here when we're speaking to bloke. No taunt magnets. Anyway, catch you in a bit. I think we're in for the first fish. It was a bit trouty. There's trout in here. I don't think you can put them in. Oh, it might be a grayling. I don't know yet. Let's have a look. What is it? It's my first fish off of this place, and it is. I think it's. Yeah, I got rid of hook. Now look what it is. It's a baby grayling. Let me put it back in water to get this hook out here. I don't know whether you're allowed to put them in keep nets. My ring handy. I'll put it in water a minute. I'm not going to angle it a lot. It's a nice little grayling, look. I don't know if you can see it in here or not. No. I'll have 4 or 5 trots through. It's a grayling, look. I'll put him back. They don't like being handled, apparently. And we're not going to put them in his net. You can do, because I've heard they weigh them in here, in matches. But we're not, because we're not in a match. Only amongst his sens. That's nice, anyway. Catch you in a bit.
Well, we're definitely dragging bottom, so I can move up from there. Colin's just rung me, he's just had a grayling, so there are fish moving, obviously. Like I say, the otters come and go. In my experience, it normally takes 20 minutes, half an hour, and then the fish start to feed again, but I have known days where the otters just won't leave you alone, because they're not too bothered about people anymore, I don't believe. Especially not here, because we're only a few hundred yards up from the Belper Mill and the river garden, so obviously they're used to seeing people and hearing noise. Such a lovely way to fish then. And I must say, the first time using this new 17-foot rod, it feels quite nice in my hand. It's not overly heavy. Certainly makes mending the line easy. I'm a little reluctant to start and change too much at the minute. I start swapping my float or going a bit heavier or a bit lighter. I'm on a 6-inch hook length, which might be a little short. I've got some 12 inches with me, some 10 inches, maybe that'll help.
Now then, sorry, I'm a bit cold. I've just put a thinner bristle on. Float, same one, 4 gram, busy wag, but we swapped it for a thinner bristle, so it's a very tiny little bites if you get one. That was a little bite then. Missed it. Let's look at my baits if that's been it. The tiny little bits. We're not putting grayling in keep nets, and we're not putting trout in if we catch any. You can, I believe, but well, there's nothing in rules at the moment. I'm cast because me hook bait's taking so long to drop. I'm casting slightly upriver where you shouldn't do, so it drops closer to me when float goes down during its little stages, like it's only just down now. But I'm liking it. I think that's, there we go. That feels like something decent. Oh, she's off. Don't snap, mate. Well, probably a grayling because apparently they've got really bony mouth. It felt like a trout, but I don't know how big grayling go in this. I know one thing: I've hooked more furniture than I have bloody fish. There we go. I've reground baited up again. That's where I had a bite last time that I said I'd missed. That was like that, you can feel it. Bit like our trout fight when you catch one. Not really targeted them, obviously. There's meant to be quite a few roach on here. Whether these or not, I don't know. They'll probably spook the swim now. And the ST, so it's Daiwa tournament ST line. I think they've just brought it back out because they did take it off shelves for a bit. It's a lovely line, £4, runs off the reel, lovely. Trotted down right behind a tree, right underneath a tree, so I didn't get a bite then because whatever it was I just hooked into. Fishing double red, that's about what I've had a bite on. I've got some pinkies. Tried white, didn't get a bite on them, but it was a little bit early. Let's try red and a white this time. I've just swapped my hook length and all to one of these hook plates, look. It's 18, £2, 0.10. Slightly smaller hook. I've got some 20s and some 22s and all somewhere, but like I say, we're all a bit of a rush trying to get ready yesterday. Well, because I'm casting upriver, if I did that with my line, gets it behind it. I know it's a waggling, it just shouldn't really matter, but just had little bites here and there. Like I say, I've just had that one were on, but I'm dragging bottom because you can see it float out, it's going through. Or a dead tiny little dink, I don't know. Nope.
Well, things aren't going so well. I've had one little roach. Well, I think it's a roach, it might be a bleak, it's that small. And I've lost what I assume was a trout. Couldn't back my drag off quick enough. But yeah, it's certainly been slow. Must be coming up for 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. Well, it's been quite enjoyable. Just some more fish would be nice. I am contemplating getting my whip, just putting a bait dropper with a few maggots in. Got quite a nice bush to my right. It'll be almost stood still in front of it, so it might be worth a try. Like I say, I lost one which I'm pretty sure was a trout. It nodded its head a lot. But yeah, quite difficult. I wasn't expecting it to be hook a duck until you work out how much feed to put in, and that's better. I'm only on an 010 hook one, so drag set quite light. I want to try and land everything I hook. Not sure if that is a trout now with the way it's going. Yeah, it is. Now, you knew you couldn't come to the Derwent without catching a nice trout. Just too far in for me to get with my fingers. Well, it's not. Is there? Look, right in the scissor. There we are, one nice brown trout. And obviously there's no trout in keep nets, so on a single red maggot. Well, that was nice just to see a fish. At least we know there's some here now. Right, I'll catch up with him.
This is where we're fishing. That tree that's coming out of water just down there, I'm fishing down there to it. I might have wanted a bowler on or something like that and fish a bit further out, but we'll see. First day. Now then, we're not feeding now. Can't get anything, can't think. It's very cold. That one fish I caught, Jesus, it was cold. But we'll see. New river, new ways, little tiny feeder, I'll show you in a minute. We'll see if we get out. A few casts in, see what goes off. All right, in a bit.
Peas in a pod, straight in the scissors again, with a small brown trout. Very strange bite for a trout, that. Very slow take. But at least we're starting to get a few bites now. Slowing it down a lot now, holding back really hard. In fact, it makes me wonder whether I might have been as well off with a really small little plop feeder and just feed. But I really wanted to fish the float today. Obviously, at this time of year, conditions aren't ideal every day, and I'm going to make the most of when they are. Sick of these shot pinging off. Can't keep sixers on today. I'm squeezing them on with pliers. Well, I've just been and had a chat and a sandwich with Colin. Obviously, it's dinner time. He's struggling now as well. So it's not just me. Which always makes you feel better when you know it's not just you that's struggling. Maybe it's time to pack up fishing and start playing golf. No, I can't see that ever happening. But I can imagine it being an easier thing to do at this time of year than fishing.
Got that. Fishing 2 minutes. I've just swapped it feeder. And I've got whatever it is on. It's pulling well. I've had a bite in 2 minutes. Probably a what's call it? Brain's gone. Oh, it's trout. I bet it looks on it. Tiny little feed. I'll show you in a minute. Ooh. Waiting, it's nice chubbed. Is it? Is it chub? I don't know, kind of. Oh, that long since I've seen it. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely jubbly chub. Oh, inhaled it. Come on, chubbly. The top of that. Well, it's freezing. Absolutely freezing. Oh, I slammed up. If you can see it, lads. I don't want to get that too much. Well, I don't know what weight that is, but sure we'll wait in a bit. Catching again. That's 2 fish. Woohoo!
Now that's took some time. This has come straight over the balls where I've fed. A good half an hour after I've fed. It's another trout. Yeah. Ah. Another trout, about the same stamp as the others I've had. Nothing special, but beautiful fish nonetheless. It just shows you very shy bite again. Smack over the top of where I've fed. My balls are ground bait, so they're wanting some food then. That one on double red maggot.
Yeah, so quick bite on feeder rod. It's two. I think I've got too big a tip in. All right for that size fish. I should imagine that would be between 3 and 4 pound. That fish. I don't know. I'm going to try and get a bit further out where I've been feeding, but I just thought to try where I've just gone. Again, forgot to show you feeder and everything, didn't I? But yeah, I'm quite enjoying this here. I know I ain't caught a lot, but I can see this being a really good bit. It's hard at the moment. Spent way too long on float. I've tried out at length, good way, hard cast, long cast in, a nice easy cast and trotting through. Like I said, that one grayling lost where I believe were a trout, where it fought for a bit. But anyway, that's how it is, isn't it? Yeah, nice. I like it here. Quiet, apart from traffic and train, but rest on it. Couple of people walking by and that, not bad at all. High hopes for this place. We'll see. I'll bring Rod in a minute because I'm going to go a bit further out where I've been feeding. Might take something knocking about. I'll show you what I've got on. Right then, I'm fishing with that. Tiny little feeder. Don't know what ounce it is. I'll put the same in it as I've been fishing with all the time. I've got a little bit of weed on it there because I'm very close in. What is it? 10 gram. Bit of this ground bait in it, you see. Ground bait, maggot. Now then, let's see if I can get this a bit further out. That's better. I think you only want about an ounce tip on this. I think it's a 3 ounce from River, I believe, because it's me Drennan distance feeder rod, 12 foot. £8 line, which is Daiwa ST again. They're called, 12-inch hook length on it. We'll see how we'll go. A bit more happy with it there. Start my stopwatch, and I'll catch you in a bit, lads and lasses. Well, it is 2:05. Just getting knocks again at the moment now. But next time I come, I'll have different tactics. I'll still take a float rod, but I should come off it quicker than what I have done. I just like float fishing, so I stuck it out a while, but if they're not any top float, they're not any top float. I think I'd have done slightly better on feeder, but a lot of learning to do on this river. And he's had an otter come through, his peg. I think he's done slightly better than me. I think he said he's had 2 trout and 2 tiny roach, I think it is. I'm not sure. We'll see in a bit, I suppose. I'll speak to him and get his video. But yeah, quite like it here. Shame about road noise and that, but set out well. Good for money. It's cheap. Just hopefully it fishes a bit better. I've said it before, it's cold today. And this water's ice cold. I'm waiting to find my meter out and see what it is down to. I'll probably fag my peg all completely wrong. But we'll see. Live and learn. Well, I think I'm going to pack up about 2:30. I'm getting a bit cold actually because I haven't put my soul pets on a out or wearing this big jacket. Not being very good lads again, but you know, this is winter fishing. Well, it is for me. I don't know about your lads. Might be a bit of meat on here. I haven't had any crayfish because Derwent's full on them apparently, and I mean full. But they're meant to be away, aren't they, at this time of year? Answers in comments. I know people have had problems with them, whether it's more summer or what, I don't know. But I was told that they got burrows and they go down the burrows in this weather. We shall see. And the pack away, I think, about, like I say, 2 o'clock. Don't know how long Andy's going to be, but he's drove his son today. We met up down here because it's quicker for him to come here. Apparently there's a lot of roach here as well. You can have a right good day on roach, but we're kind of coming at the wrong time of year, really, to start learning it. The bites are few and far between at the moment. I don't think we'd have probably done any better on the day ticket stretches that we fish on River Trent, so they definitely need to get me sent some feeders now, some smaller feeders, and see what they do. So that's next mission. Chucking it down tomorrow is going to be flooded again, apparently. Flood warnings come through on Derwent, so that's why we've come shooting out today, like, really. Because you've got to go when conditions are nearly there. I mean, it's just whether we can out bottom more than out. I won't go out and buy a great big rod for Trent. It's like being my last fish, this, does that? Oh, don't go around my keep net. Jagging a bit. Might be a trout. It is. I can see it. Shiny. Little trout. Looks like a brownie. Oh, it isn't. It's rainbow. Oh. Oh dear. That'll do me today, I think, that. Well, that swallowed it down, hasn't it? Corner at mouth. Steady, steady, steady. A little bit disgusted job. Still. Come on. Open your mouth. Get that. If I can see it, go here. Might drop it in. What about a brownie? Is it? That'll do me today, don't. Again, not going to thingy. I'm a minute. Oh, don't take him long, don't. Go on then, baby. That'll do me today.